What is up, Spacenoids, Earthnoids, and everything in between? I am just a simple new type, and we are back at it, cruising through Universal Century's 1-year war as things start to pop off. In our last two videos, we went over Operation British and the Battle of Loon. These two devastating events caused a massive blow to both forces and cost the lives of billions. Degwin Soto Zabi of the infamous Zabi family took control of Daikum's ideals and crafted it into his own fortified military state. Daikum expressed the ideals of controlism, the idea that all mankind should leave Earth and let it evolve naturally, an Earth void of humanity. Even though the Zabi family built itself on the ideas preached by Daikum, those ideas, if they ever existed at all, certainly no longer exist. If you drop something with 3 times the force of a nuclear weapon onto Earth, it is safe to say that Xeon can no longer run on a platform of controlism anymore. That doesn't seem to matter at this point, however, as the Zabi family and Xeon are synonymous. All the while, Casval-Rim Daikum, disguised as Char, makes his way up in the ranks of Xeon forces. He may be the only one that knows and cares about the fact that the Zabi family built its platform off of his father's ideas only to use it for their own gains. Char plots his comeback. It's coming. After the Battle of Loon, Char is promoted to Lieutenant Commander for his stunning performance in battle. After the Dawn Rebellion, a coup led by Garma Zabi and Char, Dozel Zabi took kindly to Char. Check out our Dawn Rebellion video for more info on that coup. He took kindly to him, so much so that he gifted Char his Musai-class ship, the Fallber, in order to carry out a mission to find and destroy Operation V's headquarters. What is Operation V, or Operation Victory? A product of bureaucratic laziness. You see, Federation engineers pushed for advancement in mobile suit technology. Because the Feddy's tactic was big ships, big guns, big everything, Earth initially dismissed the need for not only mobile suits, but aircraft carrier-class ships in general. Of course, the Battle of Loon and Operation British swiftly made Earth Federation change their opinion. The colony drop occurred because the Zakus simply outperformed their battleships. Furthermore, the Monosky particle made radar technologies useless. You couple this with the fact that the Antarctic Treaty was signed disallowing any use of weapons of mass destruction, and it seemed like a necessity for Earth Federation to invest time and energy into mobile suit technologies. This is where Project V begins. We are now in April UC 0079, during the 1-year war. Operation V is led by Chief Engineer Tim Ray, father of Amuro Ray. Part of Operation V, 3 prototypes were to be made: the RX-75 Guntank, the RX-77 Guncannon, and the RX-78 Gundam. The RX-75 Guntank was more tank than mobile suit. Although its top half has mobility, it still runs on treads. Its initial design had the Guntank as a 2-man team with a gunner, but was later changed to be operated by a single pilot. I imagine this is to accommodate for the core block system, which we will talk about in a second. The RX-77 Guncannon is a mid-range mobile suit. Both the Guntank and the Guncannon use shell-firing cannons. They seemed more reliable, and most likely cheaper at the time than beam rifle technology. Unlike the Guntank, however, the Guncannon was able to carry a beam rifle and had Vulcan cannons and can throw things like grenades, with hands. Unlike the other Operation V weapons, the Guncannon wasn't meant for mass production, as it seemed to be a stepping stone for the mass-produced GM unit. And finally, the RX-78 Gundam. Deciding to forego the brittle titanium, the Gundam main alloy is Luna titanium, also known as Gundarium. This metal is not only lightweight, but stronger than titanium. The RX-78 can also take on the full force of Zaku 2's 90mm shells and 120mm shells. Later, Char's Zaku will play with the Gundam using melee attacks, and note how impressive that this mobile suit is able to take such a beating. What made the Gundam such a fierce weapon was the BOA XBR M07G beam rifle. This beam rifle is a miniaturized beam cannon found on battleships and is capable of an output of 1.9 megawatts. It also uses charged Minovsky particles as ammo. This beam rifle is capable of taking out a Zaku with a single shot and can shoot up to 15 shots on one charge. A skilled pilot can dominate the battlefield with this unit. The Guntank, Guncannon, and Gundam all had one primary engineering feature in common. At the core of each mobile suit is the core block system. Think of the core block system as your base module to your mobile suit. Sometimes weapons would be created around the core block system, while other times it is used more as a key to a primary unit. All three of Operation V's core block systems were equipped with the FF-X7 core fighter. This fighter has weak Vulcan cannons, an anti-ship missile, and 2 air-to-air missiles. The original design for the core block system was essentially a fancy self-eject mechanism, but soon changed into a multi-purpose core unit. If you've played Gundam Evolution, Guntank's core block system can be used as a special self-destruct weapon. Operation V, but mainly RX-87 Gundam, was responsible for turning the tides of war. Like Earth Federation, so too did Xeon fall to bureaucratic pride. Due to the success of Zaku 2's in Operation British and the Battle of Loon, Xeon was riding quite high on their military prowess. Xeon spies got wind of Operation V from the Earth forces, but didn't show any concern, as according to them, their Zakus are the best, and the data shows it. Interestingly, it was Dozel Zabi that was the most paranoid about Operation V. This is where Char's mission of finding Operation V's home base comes into play. While Char is on his mission, Xeon forms an Earth attack force and assigns Garma Zabi as its commander. During this time, most of Europe, Asia, Africa, and North America were under Xeon control. This happens in February, after the Battle of Loon. It isn't until April that Operation V starts development. Meanwhile, the Principality continues to use Africa to build up its military land power. In September, White Base makes its way towards Side 7 to pick up the 3 mobile suits of Operation V. White Base is a Pegasus-class ship and a first of its kind. No more is the Federation in the mindset, big guns. They are now creating landing assault ships with the ability to carry mobile suits, mobile armors, and much more. This is vital post-Antarctic Treaty, as they had to rely on short-ranged, high-mobility weapons. Tim Ray, Amuro Ray's father, is on board, hoping to finish Operation V and bring an end to the war. Also on board of White Base is a young ensign bright Noah and Captain Paolo Cassius. Paolo Cassius is the captain of White Base. While White Base is docked, Char executes his plan to infiltrate. 3 Xeon pilots go into the colony and attempt to find Operation V weapons. While scouting the area, Xeon locates mobile suits being transported. They are commanded to hold steady, while one Zaku pilot named Jean decides to fire on the base, holding the units. During this time, the citizens of Side 7 make their way to evacuation areas. One of these people is our hero, Amuro Ray. He and Frau Bo and Haro escape via car. Amuro eventually runs into his father Tim, but is more concerned about getting the Gundam onto White Base than he is of his son. He tells Amuro to find White Base to evacuate. An explosion causes an instruction manual to Operation V to drop out close to Amuro. He picks it up and notices that it is for the Special Mobile Suit Gundam. He continues to the evacuation point. Missiles strike a crowded area. Frau's mother is killed in the disaster, and she is devastated. Amuro has had enough and decides to take action. He finds a caravan of military equipment on the road with one big flatbed truck. This must be where the Special Mobile Suit is. Amuro removes the tarp and opens the cockpit. Using the manual he found earlier, he makes the mobile suit stand. For the first time during the 1-year war, the Federation now has a new mobile suit to help in their battles. But will Amuro continue to pilot the Gundam? Yes, of course. And that'll do it for this video. I hope this video helps you understand Operation V, the most important operation of the 1-year war for the Feddies. In the future, we will follow Amuro, Whitebase, and Char as they continue their battles in the 1-year war. We eventually want to cover AD of Gundam 00 and After Colony of Gundam Wing. Eventually. But that's it for today. Don't go dropping any colonies out there. The Antarctic Treaty is in effect. Not that that's going to stop most of you.